4 title fights on the undercard. Frankie Gavin will be fighting for the vacant WBO European Light Middleweight Championship against the opponent to be named. The vacant WBA Intercontinental Light Middleweight Championship will be between Jack Corkay from Germany, who is 11-0 against Manchester's Matthew Hall, and the vacant WBO European Super Featherweight Championship between Liam Walsh from Cromer, who's the Commonwealth Champion, who will be fighting Sebastian Cornu from France. So that's another three title fights to be added to the main event, which is the the main event between Dereck and David, and also the WBA Heavyweight Championship between Becky and Ruffin. There'll be other contests that will be announced within the next few days. So it'll be a bumper show, and I'm sure the fans tonight they'll remember. Just from my point of view, I'd just like to say that there's been some talk, and I want to kill this talk now about so-called football hooliganism. That's been stirred up by people who should know better, and I got my finger there at Jeff Powell on the Daily Mail, who mentioned in his column. Where on earth he gets that from, I don't know. To my knowledge, and perhaps Adam or David would know better than I. Certainly none of their fans were involved in any fights outside the ring, and I know that Dereck's fans certainly haven't. More so, he supports Manchester United and not West Ham. So that's where they get their rubbish from. You see him with last fight, he had a Man United shirt. So it's all mischievous, it's all for being lazy and poor, that people should say things like that. They should maybe listen to their readers. Daily Mail poll, 72% of the readers disagree with the writers. They want to see the fight, that's what it's all about. They want to see the fight. The same with Boxing News, Trish over there, he conducted a poll for his readers, 75% of the readers in Boxing News, so they want to see the fight. But you know what? Nearly 30,000 people bought tickets to see the fight. This is a good fight, it's a quality fight. What happened in the past happened, it was months ago. The guys are not banned from boxing. This fight is taking place, it's a good fight. As I say, it's the fight that the fans want to see. Whatever these guys have got against each other, sort it out and sell it in the ring. That's the place to do it under proper circumstances. And that's what's going to happen on the 14th of July at West Ham.
Hey, I'll go first, it's fine anyway. The preparation is going well for me. I started doing new stuff. I'm excited about the fight. And I can't wait. And I think sooner or later we'll be shooting a documentary 24/7, and you can see a lot of that show. So I'm just ready to fight. Not now, but maybe a couple of weeks I'll be ready. Well, I'll pass you on to the other guy.
David, how are you feeling at this stage?
Yeah, I feel good. It's under 5 weeks out now. As you said before, I was in good shape. And this time around, I know I've got to do a job and be a big ability and train and such. I want to go out there and make a statement. And so far, training's gone nice and smooth. Enjoying training, feeling happy in their training. So a lot of the time, sometimes I grimace through sessions, but things seem to smoothly go right. So I'm happy where I'm at the moment.
People probably they're going to want to some inflammatory quotes from somewhere, but to what extent, Dereck, are you now, do you feel in control of yourself and just preparing strictly for a boxing contest where you sort your differences out, kind of where it wants to be?
For me, with my training, I start sparring early. I believe in getting in the ring straight away. I start sparring my first week back in training. So throughout the whole training camp, I'll be sparring. Not very hard sparring, but sparring for me learning my skills. And my opponent, is very fast guy. And he can hit, but I've never been hit before, so see if he can hit me. But I'm so looking forward to this fight.
Last time he said he was going to give you a long and painful beating. Do you think he's got the power to hurt you?
I don't, we know David's got the power, but has he got the agility to stay in the ring for the next couple of rounds? I don't think so.
What do you make of that, David?
You'll find out tonight, I didn't win the European title, done it 3 times, cruiserweight championship of the world, means like that. The heavyweight title, but I can't charge, I've never been the biggest guy out there, but there's a reason why I've got that 9% knockout rate. And it doesn't come from just running around. I land body punches, I land hard shots. And I'm happy when everybody who ever fought always said one thing that was surprised at my punching power. Every person who ever sparred with, every person who ever been in the ring with me, they all said the same thing. It was like, I don't know how you produce that power. And watching it from the outside is one thing, but when you're in there, actions speak louder than words. And by the time you realise it, he'll be on his back, looking at the referee counting to about 8, 9, 10.
At this stage of your career, is just a win enough?
No, not for me. I don't sort of win this fight. It's the last one. I know I win the fight anyway. It's how I win, the manner in which I dispose of this guy. That's for me is the most important thing in this fight. A win, ultimately, is happy with a win. I will go out there and lose my ball. Can't be just dispatch that guy that clinically. Well, that's what I will be doing. I'm looking forward to showcasing what I can do. It's been a while since I've had someone my size, someone who I don't have to jump up in the air to try to hit, someone who doesn't run away from me when I try to throw a punch. This guy's going to be there. He's going to be there. He's going to be bobbing, weaving, shucking and jiving, long jabs to the body, he's going to be jamming the shoulders. You know exactly what he's going to do. He's going to do exactly what everyone else has tried to do. But he'll get the same treatment.
Do you contemplate losing though? Is your career on the line? Is that a cliche?
No way I can lose this fight. You say, all he's got to do is land one big punch, but I've seen him land this one big punch on most people. He doesn't appear to me as though he's a one punch knockout specialist. I've got 10 ounce gloves on, you've got to sit and wobble people, but even if that Vladimir hit me with his best shot on the chin, I didn't go down. That's what makes him think he can do so. Makes him think he can knock me out. He's not a proven puncher.
2 trainers are here as well, Don and Adam. Can you give us an insight as to how it's going so far? How he's been working? How's he looking in comparison with previous fights? No. How about you, Don?
It's been tested. Well, from our side, everything's going, like Dereck said earlier on, everything's going really well. He's going to be in the best shape of his life. It has to be, because we're fighting a chap in the frame of David Haye, who we know is a good athlete. But my guy's a natural born fighter, so that's what's going to make a difference.
Is it the fact that Derek's a genuine heavyweight? Is that part of what you're saying?
Yes, that's a factor, but like I say, he's a natural born fighter, and that's what's going to tell the difference.
How do you take David's speed away?
Speed kills if you use it in the wrong way.
Any questions from anyone here?
I love his advice. Yeah, it's all about him being a real heavyweight. I guarantee if you stripped off all the fat from Dereck Chisora, we weigh the same. If you think he's a real heavyweight just because you got the gut, then congratulations, he's a big heavyweight.
I think you better come up with better punchlines, bro. That's whack.
Come on, let's have some questions from the floor. And we've got 13 cameras here. There must be a lot of reporters here who are wanting to ask questions. Gareth, Daily Telegraph.
Frank, can you just clarify over the EBU ruling last week, in which they said that they would consider excommunicating the Luxembourg board over their sanctioning of the fight? Could you just clarify that situation?
The Luxembourg board, they're all wearing garments, so they want to get excommunicated. The fact of the matter is, it's not a European title fight. This fight is sanctioned by the Luxembourg Federation, and it's also sanctioned by the WBO. So that's what it That's all that matters. The rest of it doesn't matter. Doesn't mean a thing. Now, the WBO is an organisation that British Boxing World Control are affiliated to. They've got other title fights on the card. The WBA are affiliated to the British Boxing World Control. There's got world heavyweight titles on the same. I don't know why people keep going on about this. We're over that. We're well past that now. Shows on, tickets are sold, and it will take place on the 14th of July. Who cares? I don't care what anybody says regarding the EBU. It has absolutely no bearing on this fight whatsoever. It's not a European title.
Can I ask both boxers? Obviously, there's a lot of waters passed under the bridge since Munich on February the 17th or 18th, whatever the day was. Do you think once you've had your meeting in the ring at Upton Park, you'll be able to stand without a cage between you and actually talk together and will have settled your differences in the ring? David?
I've got a clue. I know about erratic and Dereck Chisora has been consistently. So I'll definitely have my guard up and be able to lean after this fight. I won't be attacking him that way. I think that what I did in Germany and what I'll do on July 14th will be enough for him to say, okay, I'm the superior human being.
Yeah, about.
Obviously, what
happens when the two of you meet after the fight?
I'm genuinely not thinking about meeting, kissing, and cuddling after the fight, guys. To seek and destroy on the night. Whatever happens after that, as far as I'm concerned, there was a beef beforehand. I settled it in Germany. He didn't quite get that memo, so he wants to do it and get paid for it. So once I do it again, I assume that that'll be it. I'll beat you up twice, and that's it. You can say, okay, you're the better man, and we can go about our lives. But whether he accepts that or not is down to him.
Same question for Dereck. He's got a microphone.
Can you hear me? David's talking a lot, it's fine. I just hope that he is ready to go out, because I don't want no excuses after the fight. I never give excuses when I lose a fight, and I know for a fact I'm definitely not losing this one. We just have to wait and see after the fight what Haye has to come out and say.
Frank, the WBO and WBA recognition, is there likelihood we might have an American referee for main event?
The appointed officials haven't been appointed yet, but I suspect they'll be done in the next week or so. They've already agreed by the doctors. I'm quite sure they'll be
Is it possible that an American
There may be an American referee, but I'm sure there'll be some British officials.
in spite of the edicts from the British control?
So the border control, border control wanted their original press statement, everybody would be things from Cambridge license and backtrack now. We'll see what happens. There are people who want to work. A lot of people want to work. We're going to get them.
There's a couple of retired, so far as the British Boxing Board Control referees, still in action refereeing on the continent. Mickey Fan, Paul Thomas. Although they're past the age of 65, they're both still fit guys, and they presumably be coming into the equation.
That's up to the
I think you would agree you need for this fight strong referee.
Well, I'm sure the boxing codes will insist on that. At the end of the day, that's typically a proper bona fide recognised official. It's not on any. This is a fight of something that probably will give you the spotlight. I can think of any fight for a long time in his life. And obviously we'll make sure that the officials involved are doing the job.
gentleman, 3 along from it.
Yeah, I'm David Dereck. I'm coming from the other side of it. The press conference in February is still a big story in Germany. And all the officials are really hard criticizing that this fight is going to happen. What are you saying to this? And the other question is also to those fighters. Vladimir Klitschko was fighting a guy, Tony Thompson. What do you think this is about?
Before I answer, let me just say something.
That's all right.
David Hayes Camp had a contract with Klitschko's in their hands to fight in September. I believe that's right, I'm sure that's mentioned. So there was no problem with David Hayes fighting one of the Klitschko's in September. They sent the contract, so I don't know what's happening to it. If you look at the, the footage of what happened, they were applauding it. We've seen that on TV, they were applauding it, so they were happy with what was going on. But regarding, what they think, did they promote some fights in Germany outside the German Federation, the GPO? They've done two shows, to my knowledge, outside of the German Federation. Is that okay? 2 fights, which were nothing to do with the German Boxing Federation, but to do with another organisation. So, who cares where they are with it? This fight's going on, and I'm sure you can bet your boots on it that the winner of this fight, they will want to fight.
Can I just have a comment from the fighters?
Vladimir's fighting Tony Thompson. There we go. Vladimir's fighting Tony Thompson. Maybe Mike doesn't hear that. Apparently I've heard that Vitali's fighting Jimmy Carr or some fella like that. And that's it. They don't want this fight to take place because all it will do is take away publicity from their fight. No one's talking about their fights. People are only talking about this fight. And they don't know how to deal with that. They don't want anyone else in heavyweight division earning money and getting publicity. And they'll try to do whatever they can to try to sort of shun this event. But people want to see this. People don't really want to see what they do at this moment in time.
So what do you think about Tony Thompson? World-class fight?
He's a good guy. I think I've actually had him over here for sparring for our Fort Audley. He's a nice guy. He had to go the first time round and came short. I think he had a bad knee for that fight, he said. So he's 100% healthy. You never know, big guys throwing big shots. He's awkward, he's tall, he's southpaw. But I won't be surprised if it's a similar result to the first time round. It was unentertaining type of fight. But the type of fight that Vladimir enjoys, fighting somebody's already beaten. So I won't be in stand up late to watch it.
For once, I'm gonna have to agree with Dave. He's actually right. The problem with we have to, K2 promotion is they always have to slate everybody off, but they don't slate themselves because they always think they doing the best thing for boxing, but really and truly, they're not doing anything the best thing for boxing. They're just killing the sport because every time you fight them, they already disrupted you, from the contract, from your hands are getting wrapped, from the way the hotel they put you in wherever they invite you to fight. So what? 2 fingers to them anyway.
One thing sure in Germany, is it Bild, who's made it Bild? Didn't they do an online poll with their readers because they are leaving to come and fight? 26,000 people online, to vote, and 74% of people said they would see it. They will. It won't be ARB because they didn't listen to the readers.
I had the misfortune to commentate on that last Klitschko Thompson fight, and it was done. It was a one-sided beating, and Thompson was never going to win that fight. It was written from word go how that fight was going to finish. To actually have it on again, I just don't see that makes competitive sense. The important thing about this fight is that you look at it and you can make a coherent argument either way. Klitschko against Thompson, you know now who's going to win. That is it's just an exhibition. Sure.
Yeah, no.
He's being diplomatic, I'll tell you.
And no one wants to see that, really. People want to see this. They want to see Haye and Chin, want to see two guys who want to beat the hell out of each other. That's what I'm managing to do.
Question for Dereck. So how does it feel to go to the piano now? And second one, you don't know this by the bookmakers. Do you think that value, 30 to 5 was up? Can you repeat the question again?
You know what? Playing a piano is quite difficult. You know, you have to like really the whole thing and stuff like that. It's quite difficult, and I give credit to all those guys who are doing it right now because I went to this charity yesterday. It was great. It was great for me to go there, and the bookies are, you know, that's them. And they're giving me what? 35. I don't know. I don't know. What is it? Good luck. Me. I lay a bet on myself. First round.
Can I just broaden this for a second, just to the two guys sitting behind me, to Liam and Matthew, who are on this bill, which is supposedly, kind of beyond the law of the British Boxing Board of Control, apparently. But here they are, they're here fighting as part of a big event. Can I ask you two guys what your thoughts are on actually taking part on such a major promotion? Who's going to have first go with it? Just press. Can you press the microphone?
One.
Matthew Hall first.
Obviously, when you get a phone call to fight on a card like this, it's very hard to turn down with like even respect to the British Boxing Board of Control, contracted by Frank Warren. When Frank picks the phone up and says there's a fight there, we're in the fight industry, we're ready to fight, do you know what I mean? Because we've got kids to feed and that, but even without that, only a few would turn down an opportunity to fight on a bill as big as this.
Who do you think wins the fight as a matter of interest?
What's that?
Who do you think wins?
You think wins? I think David A wins, to be honest with you, but you don't know, you never know, do you? It's one of them. I don't get on that side of the fence and say it, telling the truth.
Liam, what's your thoughts about being on this big bill?
Very similar to what Matt said, contracted to Frank Warren. I've got respect for the British Boxing Board of Control, but I've got a family to feed and I'm a fighter and the next fight is what I do at fights.
And potentially one of the biggest nights of your sporting life, guys.
Yeah, true. It's one of Matt said, it's a massive event and we watched by millions, I'm sure, around the world, and the tickets say speak for themselves. It's been so good. So yeah, it's a fight.
Bring the farmy army down.
Yeah, nothing there, don't worry.
Any more from the floor?
This one's for Frank. Frank, big one into Haye-Chisora. We've heard there's a lot of interest, obviously, in the UK. Hear me now? Yeah. Or shout. Such a lot of interest in the UK around this fight. We know that. We talked about the interest in the variety in Germany. But what about worldwide interest? Are you able to go this fight around the world?
It's being broadcast in America by Netflix. So that's they show Klitschko fights, they show Cole Frost, Muto fights, that's what it is.
And elsewhere, other countries interested?
Frank, can I ask another question? July 2nd, the board called the appeals hearing for Dereck, the independent appeals hearing. Are you going to go ahead and attend that hearing, or is that relevant now?
Well, that's my decision, that's up to the British league to their way of announcement.
Where are you with that at the moment, Dereck?
He's legal team here to discuss the mechanisms.
Therefore, you have a great responsibility to ensure that inside the ring, we behave in gentlemen, and outside the ring, are two gentlemen. You are boxing because you were promoted here. He decided that you had a rough ride. And therefore, what he did, he put his money where his mouth is. He made us quite positive. So therefore, we have a obligation to him as well. Other boxers, will you listen every day? They will never get a chance to learn this establishment once again. And therefore, that comes possibly a great incentive for you to do the right thing. If you don't do it, then it means that boxers in the future may have to accept exactly what this establishment tells them. You have to do it. And that's my case.
I think putting that into a sentence is saying, I guess, do you feel that you have a responsibility to behave yourself before and during the fight?
You know, right now I am behaving myself. I tell you that, man. After the fight, I will try to behave myself. In the ring, I'm not going to behave myself because there's two animals in the cage. I'm going to rock it out. You know, it's going to be 5 of us. Everybody wants to watch this fight. You know, this is like a revolution. You know, this is like people in Libya saying, you know what, Gaddafi should go. This is me and David. You know, the fight has to happen. You know, because David he keeps talking. You know, he hit me. You know, because yes, he did land one on me. Fine. You know, fair due to that, I took one. And even my trainer took one. He done the best thing for my training as well, because after he took one, he didn't eat for about these couple of weeks, so he lost a bit of weight, so he's in good shape. So that's the best diet he's ever been on. But you know what, we don't mind it, you know, we can laugh about it, it's fine. But all I say, is, you know, it's going to be a great fight, and I would love my opponent to come out of the ring healthy and still operate the same way, and same for me. And I just hope he's coming to fight, because I'm going to look for this sucker and I'm going to fuck him up.
David, do you not last line, do you take on board what they were saying, what the guy was saying down there, that everybody around this has a responsibility to uphold some of the better virtues of boxing?
In the ring, you know, I know that we've done too much, you know, to break the board inside the ring and even outside of it. Whereas we've seen invite people in the ring and do all kinds of madness. So I think people should put a spotlight on me, because I'm a constant professional inside and outside the ring. This guy's got a proven track history. I've been the polar opposite to that. So you're right, we do need a strong referee, someone who will not stand for any fractures of the law, or bending the rules, whatever it be. I need a strong referee who will, you know, penalise anybody who breaks the rules. Outside the ring, you know, you've seen what's happened. You've got a whole load of madness going on. But inside the ring, you know, you've got rules that have to be abided by. And I'm not trained to break any rules. I'm go out there and do what I always do. Healthy, good, strong. Looking forward to go out there and do the job.
Any more?
Frank, we have lost Samurai Daily Mail. There was a suggestion a couple of weeks back that there'd be legal action between you and the British Boxing Board. I was wondering if you could give an update on that.
Actually, I've got a big meeting this afternoon with the lawyers who are here. And there are a lot of issues now that we sorted out fairly soon from now. We will make an announcement to the group.
Put your cameras down. Bring it a bit closer.